Welcome back to BikeBeat. The Honda Valkyrie is back. And this time, it's louder, leaner, and meaner than ever. The 2025 Honda Valkyrie marks the rebirth of a legend, one that's been a symbol of muscle, torque, and unmistakable road presence since the 90s. This isn't a cruiser for the faint of heart. It's a machine built for those who want something different, something with presence, punch, and prestige. Welcome to BikeBeat, and today we're diving deep into the 2025 Valkyrie, a motorcycle that refuses to be ignored. From the first glance, the new Valkyrie is unapologetically aggressive. It ditches the touring DNA of the Gold Wing and dials everything up to 11. Up front, there's a razor-sharp LED headlight that looks like it came from a cyberpunk concept sketch. The front fascia is flanked by angular air scoops, and the overall profile is low, long, and muscular. There are no unnecessary curves here, just bold lines, exposed mechanicals, and an attitude that says, "Move or be moved." Powering this beast is the same engine found in the current Gold Wing, a massive 1,833 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled horizontally opposed 6-cylinder. But this is no touring tune. Honda engineers have given it a more aggressive character, retuning the ECU for quicker throttle response and removing some of the refinement in favor of raw feedback. The result? A machine that delivers 125 horsepower and a monstrous 130 pound-feet of torque at just 4,500 RPM. Twist the throttle and it surges forward with an effortless, turbine-smooth wave of torque. There's no drama, no vibration, just pure forward momentum that feels like it'll never run out. And here's where the Valkyrie surprises you. Despite its weight, it handles better than a bike its size should. At 745 pounds wet, it's no featherweight, but Honda's engineering magic is very much alive. The frame is an aluminum twin-spar design, the same general layout as the Gold Wing, but lighter and stiffer. The front suspension is Honda's double wishbone setup, a design normally reserved for high-end touring machines, which reduces dive under braking and gives the front end an incredibly planted feel. Whether you're carving sweepers or cruising through city streets, the Valkyrie feels composed and connected. The ride modes Sport, Tour, Rain, and a fully customizable user mode let you tailor throttle response, engine braking, and traction control settings on the fly. Sport mode sharpens the response and tightens everything up, turning the Valkyrie into a surprisingly capable canyon carver. In Tour mode, it mellows out, gliding along with grace and comfort. Add in a standard slipper clutch for smooth downshifts, Honda selectable torque control for rear grip management, and dual 320mm front discs with 6-piston calipers, and you've got a cruiser that stops and handles as confidently as it goes. The seating position strikes a balance between comfort and control. The seat height sits at 28.5 inches, low enough for most riders to flatfoot at stops, and the wide bars give excellent leverage. The rider triangle has been slightly revised for 2025 to allow a more aggressive lean-forward posture without sacrificing comfort on longer rides. The stock seat is surprisingly supportive, and Honda offers an optional comfort pack with a plush heated seat, upgraded grips, and wind deflectors if you're looking to tour on this thing. Speaking of which, while this isn't a full dresser, Honda hasn't ignored practicality. Optional hard saddlebags blend seamlessly into the design, and a small touring screen is available for those longer rides. But even in base form, you're getting a solid package. Cruise control is standard, as is keyless ignition, hill start assist, and even a reverse gear, a godsend when maneuvering in tight parking spots. Tech-wise, the Valkyrie borrows from its big brother, the Gold Wing. There's a beautiful 7-inch full-color TFT display that gives you access to everything from ride modes to navigation. It supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can run music, maps, and calls right from your smartphone. Controls are intuitive, either via the touchscreen or the left switchgear, and Honda's user interface has come a long way in terms of responsiveness and readability, even in bright daylight. Fuel economy is decent for a bike of this size. Honda claims around 42 miles per gallon in mixed riding, and with a 6.6-gallon tank, you're looking at roughly 270 miles per tank. That's not bad at all for a muscle cruiser with this much displacement and performance. And remember, this thing isn't about hyper-efficiency. It's about enjoying the ride, feeling every pull of that flat six, and soaking up the stairs wherever you go. Let's talk price, because the Valkyrie doesn't come cheap. But then again, nothing this unique ever does. The base 6-speed manual version starts at $23,995, while the DCT, that's Honda's dual-clutch transmission, will cost you $25,495. For riders who want a tour, there's an optional touring package for $1,800 that adds saddlebags, windscreen, and the comfort pack. There are also premium paint schemes like Crimson Surge and Pearl White that run an extra $900. All in, you're looking at a bike that tops out near $28,000 fully loaded. So where does that place the Valkyrie in today's cruiser market? Well, it doesn't really have a direct competitor. Sure, the BMW R18 has retro styling, a big boxer twin. Harley-Davidson's Breakout has attitude and torque, but not the refinement. Indian's Challenger leans more into bagger territory. The Valkyrie, with its flat-six engine, tech-forward approach, and futuristic design, carves out its own niche. It's part cruiser, part muscle bike, part roadster, and all Honda engineering. Of course, no bike is perfect. The Valkyrie is heavy, and while Honda has done a great job hiding its weight at speed, low-speed maneuvering can be a chore for smaller riders. The minimal wind protection on the base model means long highway stints can be tiring unless you opt for accessories. And because it's so unique, aftermarket options are limited, though that may change over time as the platform gains traction. But what it offers in return is a riding experience unlike anything else on the market. The Valkyrie doesn't shout, it rumbles. It doesn't follow trends, it makes its own lane. The sound of the flat-six engine spooling up under load is worth the price of admission alone. It's a machine that feels like it was built not by a committee, but by engineers who still believe motorcycles should stir the soul. Riding the 2025 Valkyrie is an experience. It's visceral, confident, distinct. And for the right rider, it will become more than just a bike, it'll become a part of their identity. This isn't for the chrome-polished, bar-hopping crowd, or the weekend warrior sport bike junkie. This is for the rider who wants a cruiser that breaks the mold. Who wants to feel the smoothness of 6 cylinders working in perfect harmony, who wants to turn heads not with noise but with presence. So is the 2025 Honda Valkyrie worth it? If you're after a conventional cruiser, maybe not. If you want something lightweight and flickable for commuting, this isn't it either. But if you want one of the most unique, technologically advanced, and deeply satisfying muscle cruisers on the road today, yeah. It's absolutely worth it. Honda brought the Valkyrie back not just to sell motorcycles, but to make a statement. They remembered what made the original so special, the sound, the power, the defiance. They reimagined it for a new generation. And in doing so, they've created a machine that honors the past while pointing boldly toward the future. If you've made it this far, you know what time it is. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is the Valkyrie your kind of ride? Or do you prefer something more traditional? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more deep dive bike reviews right here on BikeBeat. Thanks for watching. As always, ride safe, ride free, and we'll see you in the next one.